we actually meant to touch on, obviously, a little madness happened in our local gym.
I can't even say little.
Yeah, it's not a little still.
Yeah, this is a huge problem.
Yeah.
A huge one.
So, obviously, for those that don't know, one of the personal trainers, you get me, at a gym has been allegedly accused of slapping one of his clients' bums.
Yeah.
Obviously, that didn't go down too well, you get me.
On the Twitter timeline.
Twitter timeline has kind of gone crazy.
Just blow up now, boy.
And yeah, man, just want to obviously talk about, we go to that gym, innit? So it's a bit sticky, icky.
Yeah, it's a mad situation that once Johnny threw it into the group chat to tell us, I was just taken into a place where I was like, fam, this is way bigger than probably some people will think it is.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people would hear that and have different perspectives and have different ways of looking at it. And I'm like, there's only one way to see this shit.
And I think a lot of people would even look at the story and not read all the way through it.
Yeah.
They would read parts and then assume other.
And
there's a build up.
Pick and choose and
You can't, something like that. You have to read all the facts,
Yeah.
all one side at least. You get me?
Facts.
Hear that side fully, fam, because it's someone's personal experience.
Because for me, I would obviously put myself in a situation where it's like, okay, cool. As a woman, as a girl, going into the gym anyway is intimidating. There's guys in there. There's way more guys than there is girls.
always.
For you know what I'm
Especially in the
saying?
weights area where a lot of girls obviously they sort of like not deny, but they deny themselves from using.
Yeah, they
weights
avoid
just
it.
because of
They avoid it, bro. Because there's too many males in there.
Yeah,
whether they're looking at them or anything, they feel like they're singled out, innit?
Yeah.
And I don't know how we can like, you know, feel the same way how they feel. But I think as a black guy, going into certain places where there's only white people, you know how that feels. Where it's like, raw, everyone's looking at me like I'm gonna do something nuts.
Yeah.
When it's like, I ain't gonna do nothing but just do what you lot doing.
Yeah.
So just allow me in it. So with girls, they have that feeling anyway. To then feel that there's PTs that could also sexually harass them, potentially, allegedly.
And he was still teaching afterwards.
It's mad, bro.
Like, she says it in a deal. She said that man was still teaching clients. Like, she saw stories. I'm like, so they had a discussion with the manager. Obviously, my man, who we know of, they know. But man was still teaching.
I think those ones is techie when it comes to workplace hierarchies, because
the thing is, he's self-employed as well.
Are under, you get me, while you're training, you're technically self-employed. Cool, okay. So what does that mean? He can still be in the premises. Like,
Yeah.
If obviously, cool. Imagine the word's gone out. You get me, and then now, not just that specific girl, but other girls are now. I don't feel comfortable going to this gym just because this one guy,
Exactly.
and he's still allowed to be in the premises, whether right or wrong, whether he
And
did
that's
or didn't
normal.
do it.
That's actually very
You get
normal.
me?
Yeah. That can happen.
Yeah. So it is like you have to look at how it's affecting not just that specific, you get me, alleged victim, but just other people's like
Perspective.
experience of
Yeah,
actually going
exactly.
to the gym as well.
Exactly, bro.
And I think as guys as well, you just really need to be aware of how you are around women, man.
You have to be.
man. Like,
Always,
you
at all
can't
times.
be naive. Yeah, it's just me, just the man. Then,
Wait,
because
should we give the viewers a little detail? So, like, say if we go on it, not read everything, but like just like say if we can read certain parts, so at least they have an idea of what
some of the
we're
thread.
talking about. Yeah, because obviously we know.
again,
but
this
we know the
is
detail.
all alleged, but we're
we're
have an
reacting in
opinion
real
on it
time, yeah.
because we definitely know that it's something that does happen.
And I feel like it needs to have the support of us, man, especially as a pod. Like,
And we go to that.
yeah,
gym as
like
well,
we
yeah.
gotta be like, yo, this ain't niggas that listen to us or young niggas listening to us. That's like, oh, no, I'm messing with these, man. Like, we don't. It's not a touching girls thing inappropriately in work environments. Period, bro. It's not a joke.
Obviously, while I was reading the thread, I'm gonna say his name, but actually, I'm not gonna say.
No,
his
don't say his name. Don't say his name.
It'll be long
Don't
to
say his
bleep
name,
it,
no.
'cause
Don't even say the gym either.
It says more than once.
Yeah. Just say said
Cool.
my man.
So obviously the woman said so on, and then she put at the date. She attended the gym for a PT session. She was supposed to start. I'll just read it the way she written it.
yeah.
I was supposed to start at 7, but ended up getting there around 7:40 as I was feeling slightly unwell. She her stomach was unsettled, and I made the guy aware of this around 6:30. So she's given early enough notice that she may potentially be running late.
Yeah.
When I got to the gym, the guy was sitting at the welcome area with a few other PTs. I asked if I could speak to him privately, and he instructed me to go into the consultation room. So I've stepped in there and basically explained the condition of my stomach, blah, blah, blah. So he was basically like, oh, you got diarrhea. We laughed it off, and then I said that I didn't want to do anything too crazy today because I'm not sure whether my stomach could handle, meant to put handle, any burpees, etc. He was like, so can you do strength exercises? Which I said, yeah, cool, let's do that. He then instructed me to warm up for about 5 minutes. I agreed. As I walked out of the consultation room, ahead of him, I felt a hard smack on my bum, bottom of cheek, and heard hurry up. So obviously, allegedly, the PT smacked her on the bum and said, hurry up.
I said, hurry up.
She said I was in so, capital letters, I was in so much shock and disbelief at what I just experienced. It's like I really couldn't believe it. We came out of the consultation room, walking in the opposite directions. So he went back towards the welcome area and I just kept walking towards the machines. I was processing the violation as I walked to the machines. I think I even rested on the wall for a few seconds to gather myself and my thoughts. Anyways, once I did, in a couple of minutes, I messaged him to come to the treadmill straight away. He was there in seconds. When he got there, I said something to the effect of, don't you ever do that again. Are you actually mad? Why do you think that's acceptable? He then looked at me with a dumb, confused look and said, huh?
Go, cool, man. Go on.
I was like, what do you mean, huh? Why did you just slap my bum? I went off at him. Then he reluctantly said, okay, I'm sorry. I just sort of like playing it off. You get me? But his body language was very nonchalant, unapologetic and unbothered. I was like, what are you sorry for? Why did you do it? The guy then said, I meant to hit your back. And she said, I lost it all. I'm going to lose it. I said, hit my back. Are you taking the piss? Then he said, I said, I'm sorry. So what do you want me to do?
Man,
I don't even
said these words.
I don't even.
Man. The disrespect.
She said, I don't even know what color I was seeing at this point, whether red or black. We went back and forth. Well, it was mostly me going off at him. The boy, she starts still going to BT now. She's like, the boy.
Yeah,
she's
bro.
lost all respect for man.
She's sticking, man.
Forget your title, bro.
The boy then had the guts to ask me, so are you going to train or not? That's when I knew he was genuinely mad.
But wait, stop at this point, bro.
Yeah.
But this then shows you the unconsciousness of what this nigga, like, this guy doesn't understand what he's doing.
I think two things happened there. I think he knew and he's trying to play it off, like he's trying to escape,
Trying to
get
ease
out
it,
of
trying
it,
to
you
ease
get
the
me?
situation.
Or he genuinely
Just has like, he thinks this is calm, like,
Yeah,
don't
which
worry
is-
about that. We'll move on from it.
You get me?
That's not okay, fam.
And because there's also another, quite known fitness lady in the industry, obviously from, you get me? Not I would say from our ends, I don't think she's from our ends, but from our sort of circle, you get me? And then she's been going, like, having a petition, like, because I always think, like, you know what?
What, for him?
No, not for him.
Oh.
But the way she is, she's really against this, like, men, harassing females in the gym. You get me? And I almost sometimes felt like she's going out of her way to look for, these certain situations.
Okay.
And just kind of like,
But she's forcing it.
yeah, like bashing men in the gym, you get me? And I was like, you know what? Obviously, I understand it happens to females, but the type of light you're shining on it, I don't really see, I see it more as like a reaction rather than, hey man, this is happening, let's raise awareness. You get me? Until something like, I saw this happen, like, mad close to, you get me, where we're from.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's true. Females can't really get away from it because
No, they can't.
like, if it happens to one female, it only has to happen to one female for it. The same way we feel when like a black person gets harassed by the police or blah blah blah. That's exactly how females are taking.
Just have to be one
happens
time,
to
bro.
one of them, and the rest of them feeling, because they go through the exact same
shook.
feelings. So they don't really have to experience it for themselves, but they can fully understand it.
And it's
You get me?
only one of the issues that they will face going into a gym.
Exactly.
Whether it be for the first time, whether it be for the 100th time. That's only one of the issues they got,
Bro.
They got other issues that they think about going into the gym. Do you get it? It's nuts.
And obviously the sort of solutions I'd say that been come up with is like creating female only gyms.
Is that what she was doing? Is that what she's trying
That's
to
what
do?
she wants to do. She wants to build or found her own female only gym.
Are you for that?
You get me? I'm for that, bro. Anything that obviously female, a lot of
Sounds like a good time.
a lot of females like are being denied reaching their fitness goals because of
this
not
stuff
feeling
like this anyway.
safe and comfortable in the gym, innit? And there's a bit like we know, me and Kofi know, well, you as well. We know a girl that she's a female. She goes ham in the gym. She don't really care about what other people think. But not every girl's like that, and it probably takes a lot to get to that point. You get me? So I don't think girls should have to accommodate for man them who can't like just be aware of their surroundings.
Facts. I feel like me and you share the same view in terms of I'm definitely for females having their own gyms if they makes them feel comfortable, like whatever they got to do, like handle that. But yeah, I don't feel like the women should have to do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think it'll solve the problem. It's just sort of preventing it.
Yeah, it's preventing it. So the problem's never gonna get solved.
How are man them gonna like? Because this fam, the same way we look at rape and stuff like that,
they'll find a way.
It's not cool, fam.
Yeah.
You get me? It's not cool to like take it. It is taking advantage of a girl. You get me? Especially someone who's your client, bro. Like they've put
it's a whole
certain amount of trust in you.
Fam, continue reading
to reach them, to get them to a specific goal, and you've like literally just violated,
bro.
Just
very
bro,
different,
mad, fam. Where was I?
He laughed nonchalantly. He said, "Are you gonna train or not?"
Yeah, we went back and forth. Well, it was mostly me going off at him. The boy then had the guts to ask me, "Are you going to train or not?" That's when I knew he was genuinely mad. Anyways, I walked out of the gym and proceeded to call the branch to make a formal complaint. The number online wasn't going through.
Never goes through.
Never does as well. I then called my boyfriend who came to meet me outside. He went into the gym
Please stop there, bro.
Whilst I waited in the car.
Please stop there. This is another layer for me where it's like, brother. And yes, I'm not ignoring any of the other like factors of this. But she also has a man, bro. Which I'm probably assuming she's probably told him this. Do you get me? Oh, I've been doing my boyfriend before, but I'm not too you know what I'm saying? Like those types of conversations.
Yeah.
She also has a man. And man felt like that was calm. Are you alright, bro? If that happens to bro, it's not a conversation. We're not talking. My girl tells me this. It's smoke for my man.
Yeah, like your career should be done.
It's smoke for my man.
Over and out at that point there.
And we'll talk about why it happened after. Do you get me? I'm going in there all guns. There's only going to be one reason I'm in here smoking you, bro.
Yeah, it's a violation because I don't know how many sessions they've had together, but. It's more than one.
Come on, man.
It has to be.
Do you get me? At least more. It's definitely more than once.
Therefore, in terms that she's told him what time he's coming in.
But the thing is, even if she hasn't,
yeah,
there's still no excuse. Like,
no, 100. That's why I said I'm not ignoring the other factors, but I'm just highlighting this one right now. Homeboy still knew she had a man and thought that this was okay. Are you crazy?
Mm-hmm.
It's mad. I don't know how certain men them come to like just move, bruv. Like I don't get it, fam. Especially because when I started like PTing, obviously the majority of the people I was training were females, and that makes you more aware of not even just what to and not to do, but also just what other people might get me. You have to make, especially if you're training a female, make them feel as comfortable as possible.
Facts.
Because like it's like you have to understand that one, it's not easy for them. It might not even be easy for them to go to the gym to train in public. But now to also get a personal trainer who's a man, you get me? Who's not like a man that they might be friends with, or you get me, they've known from another life. Like
and
I've met you in this domain.
Yeah.
You get
physically bigger, presence wise and everything.
Do you get me? And that's one thing I always want to find out, because I do know like girls typically go for male personal trainers. And I like obviously there could be so many factors that come into play in it. But I don't
I couldn't speak from that perspective. However, I would assume women in general probably are most likely to have PTs, period, more than men. So
and they happen to be men.
And they happen to be men purely because it's a male dominant
male of PTs.
It's a more male dominant arena. So it's kind of like more girls are going to be most likely to get PTs and more guys are most likely going to be PTs. So that's kind of like where that comes from.
I've had I've had a little bit of that conversation before, and sometimes I've heard like girls just feel more comfortable with men. They feel like they can sort of follow the advice better. Sometimes there's a bit of jealousy that comes involved.
Yeah, with women, yeah.
Women like, they feel a type of way because the girl's got this body. Obviously, I can't speak for everyone, innit? But that's just
those are the typical
some things
stuff.
I've heard.
Facts.
But still, bro, like, this is a mad thing.
It's
like,
mad. There's bare stuff in there. There's bare stuff in there.
It's a mad thing, innit? But yeah, I don't want to really read too much into it, like, the rest of the thread. But the people listening sort of get the gist. They
definitely get the gist.
What's gone on.
But basically, I'll just sum it up anyways. But after that, my man's gone in there, her boyfriend.
Stuck it
had
on
words, you get me, stuck it on them lot, and then they've come out and then made a formal complaint, like a proper one. So yeah,
but obviously they had to wait a couple of days.
Yeah,
they
then
still saw nothing.
Yeah.
Also, prior to that, afterwards as well. So then obviously now she's obviously still not heard much, and then next she's still seen him make his posts and that, like on stories and that, and then she's thinking, what's going on here? So she said it was only until that day when we saw it, which is not too long ago.
Yeah,
she
2 days
posted
ago.
it. That's why she made the thread, because she was like, nah, I'm not getting. And more time, I feel like that's how you can actually get a lot of attraction now. Like,
Socials.
if you really want to actually put your voice out there, listen, go on socials. Like, do you man see that Free Shots episode? Not to compare it or take away the attention, but when Fred Santana went to try to go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
And they basically said,
It was like
but
a brunch thing, innit?
Oh, was it Fred? Was it him?
Yeah, it was him. Yeah, it was
But
him.
they said not to lie to no, they basically said no to him.
Not tonight, lads.
And not today, not even tonight, today.
Yeah.
So then,
Do you know what's mad
man had
about
to do the
those
same thing. Man had
situations,
to put
yeah?
on blast.
Yeah.
Those situations, not to take away from the main point, but those situations, like, it's never happened to me. But I know how it
happened
gets.
to me. It's happened to me.
It happens
still.
to you. I know how it gets, and I just,
to you.
bro,
Yeah,
I'm not attracted to them type of venues, fam.
I know, but sometimes you get
No,
not
but man
drawn
went to go
out.
to eat.
But more time you get
hear
drawn
you.
out.
No,
You
yeah,
get drawn
yeah,
out.
yeah.
You get drawn out, bro. Especially young, like especially because it happened to me. I must have been like 18. I was trying to go venue in New Cross.
Oh, God.
And that's
You
a
tried
more
on it.
predominantly
And they said
like
no to
a
you
white
in venue.
area in it.
Wait, they said no to you in venue.
Yeah, bro.
New Cross.
They tried to tell me, yeah,
Big
not,
man thing.
not tonight, lads. Do you get it?
In venue.
Yes, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Nah, man.
Do you get it, bro?
What? Nah, I'm sorry. I don't want
So-
to take too much attention away from that, but that is
It gets like that. And more time you get drawn out. It's not really a place you'd normally go. A certain man has called, yo, it's vibes in there. I'm like, all right, let me see. What's the dress code? All right, cool, I'm coming. Come to you now, not tonight. Like, just thinking,
So what do? You just go back home?
man, just cut in it. Man, just move, man, just move. But of course, it's not ideal. But them situations do
Cross,
happen
you
still.
know.
And more time,
Venue.
especially at the time, you don't even think it's about race. But then you deep it after, you're thinking, nah, man, I weren't feeling, man.
It's because of how they put it.
But
That's why.
back to this thing.
Fam, it's a
Like,
madness.
what-
To me, it's a madness.
What
still.
do you think?
Sorry,
What do you think? Like what? Do you know it is? It's mad, bro. It's mad. I'm trying to ask a question, fam.
Go on, G,
It's not
go on,
coming up, fam. I was having a Kofi moment, bruv.
Yeah.
What was he trying to say earlier on?
Don't worry about it, bro. You focus on what
Incognito.
you do.
Man's like
Incognitive. Yeah, he was saying madness. Well, go on.
When I
go on.
pull up in the front.
In there,
Bro, but like, I'm trying to understand, like, just thinking on that side of the fence, like, bro, how can you be so oblivious to just
It makes you
even
feel
just
comfortable.
yeah, man, just how to treat a woman, bro. Like simple things like opening the door for them, pulling out a chair for them. You get me? Just making sure they feel
Personal
safe.
space,
The
stuff
way
like
you
that.
being brought up, like even like when you're young, you can't really like play fight. You can't even play fight with. You get me?
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
not
want you because you can't treat them like
The same.
they're a guy.
It's not the same.
You get me? Because bro, like they're
But-
just not.
Go on, but no, I'm gonna let you finish. Go on.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like, nah, bro. I'm just expressing my mind, fam.
Yeah.
I just don't get it, fam.
Like I don't understand it, but let's say there was a man in her position. That's still mad inappropriate.
It is.
That's still like, bro, what are you
still
doing, fam? Are you mad?
Wait, what do you mean?
Imagine, it was a guy instead of a girl getting slapped on the bum. It was a guy getting slapped on the bum.
Oh yeah, it's mad.
still like people-
on all levels. On all levels.
Do you know what I'm saying? He will probably move the exact same way. He'll probably feel uncomfortable. Like, am I supposed to accept this or not?
Let me ask you a question.
Go on.
Do you think, say you're a PT or whatever, innit? And in the gym or wherever, you're complimenting a girl. I just really like the shape of your
Nope.
your waist.
Nope.
Do you think? What do you think that is?
No.
Wait,
Inappropriate.
As a PT,
Inappropriate.
I say that to
No, you don't even have to be a PT.
No,
So I'm
you
saying
gotta be
that
professional. It's gotta be.
No, but I'm saying you don't have to be you don't have to be a PT to say if you just call just you. Yeah, you just said that to a girl
in the gym.
Yeah, that's
inappropriate.
That's still inappropriate.
Way
Cool.
too specific.
So now you
just say you got a good figure, bro. Like you.
So okay,
worked
cool.
hard.
If you say
Depends how you word it. Yeah.
yeah, cool. If you say like you got a good figure, you got a nice figure.
Yeah,
that's
100.
calm.
Like you got a good physique. Like you just got to mask it the same way they mask it on you. If she told me right now, like, I like the size of your chest, like, brother, man's gonna be like, obviously it's a different parallel for me, but I'm gonna be like, oh, it's man specific, bro. Like, what's going on here? Like, I'm already gonna feel a little bit uncomfortable already.
Yeah, because I've had like more direct ones to like even quite recently, yeah. And
to you,
yeah, to me,
and it's a different intention.
And
in the gym in general,
in the gym,
wait,
and
as in the girl said it to you in the gym.
Yeah.
Oh, we're flipping it now, aren't we?
And no, I'm just saying
we are.
What do you mean we're flipping it?
We're gonna be like, yo, women are a little inappropriate to the man them as well.
Yeah, because obviously I didn't. No. I'm not saying that because I never thought that at that time. Because as a guy, you just sort of learn how to deal with. You get me?
Yep.
But that's what I'm saying.
Said that to you in the gym. Did you know her though?
Yeah, I knew her.
There you go.
But still.
No, but
I didn't know her though. You got
I didn't know her like that. No, I don't.
Listen.
I know her because of this nigga.
Like that.
Because of this nigga.
She knew you like that.
Because of this nigga, bro. More time people know me because of him. Because he likes to talk to everyone. And they think we're cool all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Who's this then?
I'll tell you after still.
What the conversation we had earlier? That one.
Can't be her. No, it's not her. It's no way.
Who's that one?
It'll be long now. It'll be long.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Cool,
we can talk about off mic, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like obviously guys, like when you get to those situations, guys like that's what you said, even if it happened to a guy, that's still
fucked.
Still effed, innit?
Yeah.
I just think it's like, I don't know, bro. I ain't got an answer to it.
Answer to what?
To the situation, fam. Because I just know how to behave for myself. I can't explain other people's behaviors, bro. You get me?
But how would you if it alright.
It's mad, innit?
It is mad. It is mad. Because if you think about it,
because we can't come out and say, "Oh, guys should do this," because we just need to worry about
ourselves,
one, our behavior, two, obviously our people around us. But it's still, even if it didn't happen in our gym or wherever, or happen in another gym, or it might happen somewhere else around the world. You get me? Still going on. There's one of them ones like, bruh, like man, I'm just saying, not just man them. When I say man them, like mankind, you get me?
Yeah,
man and
everyone,
women. Man them, just some people are saying brought up the right way, fam.
And
that's just the basic, morals of just, you get me, treat everyone with respect.
Human decency, bro.
But you know what's mad, yeah? I think what I would say to cover this now, innit? Whoever, because the main thing about this is that the fact that the manager was called on the same day to speak about the situation. So for her to still see him train, that's a problem.
That's the
because
problem.
moral standards now will say, I don't care if it's a self-employed thing. They handed that. No, like moral standards will say,
I can understand.
we cannot.
I can understand.
In
that
a business
part.
perspective, yes, but we have to see this outside of it as well, bro. You have to say, fund the business. What you've done is morally wrong, bro.
We all know that businesses ain't run like that.
Yeah, but man can't come the next day and then act like as if it's so good.
Do you know why I can understand that? I can understand. It's down to him.
Like, good morning. How you feeling today? How are you doing?
It's down to him and his.
It's
personal
disgusting.
morals.
I won't lie to you. That's disgusting.
It's down to him and his personal morals, isn't it? And obviously, we know when it comes to when you.
Me personally, morally, if I was a manager, not to put this on my man in it, but me personally, I'd be like, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna do this from a business standpoint. I'm doing this from my standpoint. I'm not trying to see you in here today.
What you can't do that though.
Yeah, here's the thing. I know I can't, but morally, I will.
Yeah,
I will do it.
We could. That's the thing. That's why I said I can understand that part because that part ain't run by morals and rights versus wrong. From
it's actually mad.
There's processes that has to happen, and there's disputes, and it has to go through.
But then that's the problem because now when people hear this, they're gonna be thinking raw because it's self-employed. That's how it's gonna be. Then they're gonna start thinking about this for every trainer.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
These men are like untouchable. Then
no,
they're gonna start thinking
but it's a good thing. Okay, let me say it's a good thing to happen, but it's good that it happened because
battery.
Let me take care of that.
Cool. It's a good thing it happened because now it's happened, and obviously he's going through this specific process of what man's still meant to allowed to train and blah blah blah. They're gonna look at it and be like, "Hold on, that's not right. There's something wrong with this process right here."
Yeah.
You get me? So
okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
it being like that because there's still a process that has to happen. Obviously, that would allow or give the opportunity for them to identify something wrong with that process and be
100%.
like, you know what, this is wrong. Obviously, if the girl wants to come back to that gym, imagine she don't have like a multi-gym membership and that's the only gym, and gym is like an integral part of her weekly schedule.
I fully did not.
Now she has to avoid going gym because of the one
now the relationship
trainer.
she's gonna have with other PTs in the future if she decides to do that as well.
So
that's another
it's one of them ones. So obviously, like the process has to take that into consideration. Like, bro, like cool. It's one of them ones that, unfortunately, it's just one of those situations when it does come to harassment and stuff like that, especially when it involves, you know, the two sexes. Like, is one of them ones that it's not even an innocent or proven guilty thing. It's a guilty till proven innocent thing, because, like, that's a serious. Like, it's not like a one-off action. It has repercussions. It has, like, you get me. She's gonna be continually feeling the type of way for a long time, depending on how you get me, the state of her mental, fam.
Bro.
Like, bro, imagine you know when something mad happens to you. Like, have you ever like nearly been hit by a car before?
Yes. Yeah.
You know how it plays in your mind. Like maybe sometimes a week later, you're like, oh shit, I just remember that time, and you just put yourself back in that moment.
Yeah,
that's what she could be going through, fam.
So much. So I feel for her a little bit.
You get me?
I feel for her, man.
And bro, like obviously that's what I'm saying. That's why I brought up my situation as a guy, because not to just like dispute the fact that we go through, you know, certain situations where it could be called harassment as well. But as a guy, I think we're just more used to dealing with it as a guy, as a like, you know what, brush it off, or more time is us not even taking it as seriously as it was.
As we could take it.
Man, because
like something that happened to me, I'm not even thinking of it in that way. But for a woman, you're like, yo, like, you get me?
These are things they avoid, bro. They try to avoid these things. And then when it happens and you see it and you're like, man, that's so wrong, bro. Because imagine being in that situation where someone touches you inappropriately and you're like, am I supposed to accept this?
And you know what's...
And you feel violated.
Yeah. You know what's actually so mad, is the fact that it didn't even happen by people who they didn't even most expect
allegedly
it to.
happened. You have to say that.
Allegedly happened to people who they expect it to happen with, actually with their PT. Like, think about it, the way how they feel when they have to go down to the male-dominated area.
PT
they think they most likely get from other people who don't know them, strangers.
Just press record on that.
But then when it comes to somebody who you actually, like, you don't see coming, like, oh, this person actually knows who I am in the gym. Like, I'm actually here because of this person.
Like a doctor or something.
Yeah, because more time again, it's not right. It's not right.
Yeah,
but
and as a PT as well, bro, like, you have to recognize and realize how much responsibility you have, because more time, it's just your word versus theirs. Especially, imagine if you train outdoors, or you go to like a private gym, or you go to their, you know, get me, their house or their home, you get me, and there may not be any cameras around. Like, bro, you're risking your career as well, you know. Like,
believe me,
you don't even want them to take something the wrong way.
Yep.
Because as soon as they say guy or woman, man or woman, as soon as they say, oh, he done this or he made me feel this,
and he was where?
Bro,
in his house? Finish.
Bro, your
back garden or you get
your
me?
back is on the ropes.
In the park. Bro, it's peak, fam.
So already as a PT, bro, the line is thin. Like,
thin,
you
bro.
need to really like make sure you're patterned, fam. You get me?
Have to be.
But then this was so mad, because now it's happened in this gym now,
Bait in the gym, you know.
And that's the thing. And it's like, it's a company gym. So surely the company itself is also going to be thinking to themselves, raw, like, it's actually happening in our company. How are we just going to, like, we can't have this on our name. Like, and I know they're probably not even going to be thinking too invested in that side. They're just going to be thinking that's in our name. But that still should be settled straight away. Straight away.
No games. No games.
Your gym. This person is under your gym.
Listen,
and you got competition down. Oh, I'm baiting it out.
Listen, I just think, I just think the way that when it comes to the company stuff, it's long to get involved in, because for it to even be set up, there's gonna be so many like terms that covers their bases. You get me? They're a large franchise.
Bro, they can't protect this. There's no way you can protect this.
No, I'm not saying protecting this, but protecting themselves. Do you get me?
What do you mean?
Fam, the whole thing was, while you're training clients, you're classed as self-employed. You're just renting the gym. You get me?
Yeah.
You're just there to use the equipment.
Yeah.
Because, fam, really and truly, fam, is a 24-hour gym. like after more or less 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, there's no PTs there, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? So if someone was to, and obviously when you sign up to the gym, you signing up is you agreeing to the terms and conditions, whether you know or not. You get me? It's one of them ones before you sign up, you click, I agree with terms and conditions. If you go and read the terms and conditions, one of the terms will probably be, while you're in this gym, if any accident occurs to you, there's not a responsibility of pure, you get me?
But bro, if hundreds of thousands of people are saying, yo, your PTs touch other like clients,
they're PTs though, that's what I'm saying. At that moment in
they're
time.
employees though.
At that moment in time.
But they are employees though.
Yeah.
Regardless. Even like for example, bro, if your company, you go do something mad, bro, and then online everyone's talking about you and then they associate you with the company that you work for.
That's gonna be
they're gonna be like, yo.
That's gonna be out
big
to
man.
that's gonna be out to the company. And to be
honest, you get it?
It's gonna be how much it's gonna be affected by how much awareness is raised.
Exactly.
You get me?
And that's what's crazy. But it has to happen. So we've got to make noise on socials.
Yeah. Gotta do it now as well. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Fam, things like that, I think you just need clear black and white proof, fam. That's the
But
only
it's
way.
peak for them because they ain't no proof because they ain't no video, bro.
Wait, hold on. But you got
cameras.
CCTV everywhere.
That's what I'm
over there.
saying.
There's only the
Could be
smallest
some
blind spots.
There could be some
Nah,
blind
there
spots.
will be blind spots there.
Alright, so
still.
let's
Do you
put
know what I
in
mean?
no, but let's also put this.
I think, and I think where, because I think I know the room.
Exactly.
It's
So
right
let's
under
be.
the
That's
stairs.
what I'm saying. There's literal sense now. She says she met him at the entrance, and we know how the entrance looks like.
Not there though. There's things said.
But there's two rooms though.
She met him at the entrance, but
Okay.
obviously they went to the consultation room.
There's two
which is
in
the
the
one under the,
consultation.
under the
Yeah,
stairs.
yeah.
Oh, is that the consultation room?
Yeah.
That's a consultation room. Yeah, but no, but then if it
Ain't there
depends
another
if
one
it
though?
happened in the room.
Or is either that one or is the one at
You know
the
what I'm
main
talking about? At
entrance?
the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yes,
Yeah. Because I'm thinking you just came in the entry. Like you're not gonna go all the way downstairs, especially when the girls changing rooms.
I'm sure if
Especially
it
if
did
she was
happen,
treadmill.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
you're
if
right,
it did,
you're right.
I'm sure if it did happen in front of you, it would.
It was on the top. It was on the top
It had to be on the
because
top.
he said that they went opposite ways.
Yeah.
So she went to the treadmills and mine went the other way towards the entrance.
So she's not gonna go downstairs and then
Yeah,
come
there's
back up.
definitely
So man's
there
there.
There
It
should
was there.
be cameras.
So there's
there.
defo
There should
cameras.
be, but fam, that's what I say. This thing's so techie because fam, there shouldn't be cameras to prove something, like just to prove this.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
If man did it, he shouldn't do it. Full stop.
But if man did it, but that's the thing. It's
But then if man didn't do it,
you get it. But then there's not even. this is nuts, you know.
Remember, we have to actually put the word allegedly in front of it. Like we actually have to use the word.
Even though
allegedly.
I'm gonna say it, home girl, I believe you. You get me? I
no, I'll
believe
say
you
it as
still.
well.
Fuck all that other shit.
And I got my personal reasons why I say it. What I believe.
nah,
get
but
me?
nah, take your personal reasons out of it, man.
Fuck that.
Nah, this
Keep
guy-
I believe
Nah,
it.
take
still.
your personal reasons out of it. Something like this, I think that the honourable thing to do is to take your
personal-
take your personal things out of it.
What do you mean? Take my personal.
well, in context
Obviously,
now.
we seen the man. You get me? The alleged accuser, and we sort of got a vibe of
We know what time.
yeah,
it is.
but
Yeah, I said
we
it.
can't let that influence.
What the listeners?
Not the listeners,
What,
just
influence what?
our opinion
Didn't
of the
jump out
situation.
then.
No, it's not. No, it's not my opinion on the situation.
No, there's guys like
Okay.
he's like for my personal reasons as well.
Okay. You're right. You're right. That's wrong. So if I take it out now,
Yeah.
in the contextual sense, all the stuff she put in the thread, brother, that's detail.
Yeah.
Like a lot of detail.
Word for word, bar for bar.
Bar for bar, like
Hey,
the
hey,
whole
fam,
thing.
but hey,
Gee.
beat this though. Imagine maybe how many times this is happening, and maybe the female or the girl ain't got the guts
Ain't
to
got
talk
the
about
guts to
it.
say it, and that's what's even more mad.
Get it, bro.
This is even more mad.
And she ain't even got a man, and like so she ain't really got no one
Yeah.
to.
To
Get to go in there and bust
To
man
roll
up.
up him.
Yeah.
She ain't really feel like she
We
protected
actually,
like that.
and you know what's mad actually? You know what? Let's keep that in mind as well. So that happened the same day now. So whoever was in the gym, let alone CCTV would see it. If she stated that man's come in there and they had a full on blown boom, 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 whoever's in that gym at the time were there, they must have seen that. They're a witness to see that. That happened for a reason. 2, CCTV will also show my man coming in there
in on Vox.
and boom, 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 boom on the same day.
If
So
nothing
all that
happens,
shit's adding up.
If nothing happens, I think the worst case scenario is he's just gonna move gyms. Fam.
That's sickening. That's actually sickening.
Allegedly,
That's sick.
if he is.
But she baited him out anyway, so let the internet do what it has to do.
Hating man.
Let the internet do what it has to
Every
do.
team, she might as well put man's driver's license
Yeah,
on
yeah,
her
yeah. I mean, she's got his number, so yeah.
Yo!
She goes. So
Put man's national insurance number.
if it comes to it, yeah,
Put man's payment details.
honest to God, yeah, if it comes to it, yeah, she might end up just doing that, and I won't be surprised. if she ends up doing that,
Put in man's account number.
everything.
So
The thing is, I got all of it. What else?
Just
do you
mad.
want?
I think I haven't seen that in the gym.
See, I don't know.
No, but you know
get
when
close enough.
you just because I don't